and let's battle. Let's jam. Let's jam. Come on and slam, and welcome to the jam. Come on and slam, and welcome to the jam. Alright, the next match is going to be against Vincent from New York. Hey, I'm walking here. Alright, with a team of Salamence, Gyarados, Scizor, Pelipper, Tapu Koko, and Naganadel. I think they're going to want to lead with an Intimidate user, probably. So, I think I will lead with Naganadel, perhaps, and Laponi. No, let's lead with... Right, I don't have Sableye in this team, so Laponi. Actually, you know what? I'm going to lead with Naganadel. Yeah, Naganadel and Laponi sounds like a good idea here. They probably have something for the Scizor. They're probably going to pair the Scizor with the Pelipper for the lack of fire weakness. Chansey would be bad. Against this, yeah, Chansey would be a bad idea. So let's just go with the Toucan in it for Alligator, because of course. Let's see what we got. Good luck to my opponent, Vincent. Alright. I'm leading with Naganadel and Laponi, and he is leading with Naganadel and Salamence. That's actually exactly what I expected. Okay, so if I fake out the Salamence, it's pretty much going to come down to a speed tie between both Naganadels. That's exactly what I wanted to come down to. Because if it comes down to a speed tie, then if I win the speed tie, that is. Oh, I should have used fake out on the Naganadel. Whatever. Well, no matter what, it's going to come down to a speed tie. Unless the Naganadel on my opponent's side is Scarfed. Which I doubt. At the very least, it might be Sashed. Let's see what happens. They have Dragon Pulse. That's not good. We're not living that. That's not good. That's not good at all. That's a special attack boost, too. That Naganadel Scarfed. Dang it. I think I just lose here, then. I don't know. Let's see what we can pull off here. Well, might as well double into the Naganadel, you know? I need to take it out somehow. Alright. Alright, Toucannon. We've been in worse spots. It's probably going to go into the Laponi. Yeah. Rip Laponi. We live! Not that it matters, because Tapu Koko... Oh my god. Wait, is he gonna knock out his own Naganadel? No, it's not. Okay. And now the only Pokemon I have left is for Alligator. Rip. Whoops. Wrong one. I should have used Fake Out on the Naganadel. Yeah, that would have been a better idea, honestly. If I had used Fake Out on the Naganadel would have been able to outspeed the Feraligatr. I would have knocked it out, would have gotten the speed boost. It would have effectively been a speed tie with the Scarf on the opponent on the Naganadel, which at the time I didn't know that they had a Scarf. Whew, okay. Well, actually, since they apparently put more investment in their special attack, I would have been able to outspeed with the speed boost. Because I'm assuming that's a modest Naganadel. There's so much more I could have done there. And my Naganadel will have naturally been able to outspeed the Salamence anyway. yeah, honestly, if using Fake Out on the Naganadel and, I don't know, maybe, I think just getting the knockout on the Naganadel would have been a lot safer play anyway. Okay, so there's a lot more I could have done in that situation. And I suppose the knockout onto the Salamence was more obvious. Okay, we got a dude from Belgium. His name is Solark. Well, doesn't really leave much to the imagination on what he's going to pick for his team, I suppose. Man, I don't like anything about my opponent's team. It's funny because I don't really have anything to lead against this. Lopunny for Alligator for starters, I suppose. And then in the back, I could just... This is probably a Mega Alakazam too. It could be either Mega... It could be either Mega Gengar or Mega Alakazam. So that certainly leaves something to the imagination. I mean, they could just both have Mega Stones, though. And as it stands, I don't really have anything to take out Alakazam easily. Gengar and Ariados. Alright. Is that... That's probably going to be Sticky Web, Ariados. Let's fake out the Gengar. And let's just use Crunch on the Gengar. Ariados might swap into Alakazam, which would be a problem, but I could swap Lopunny out for fake out usage later. If Gengar were to Mega Evolve now, that would be great. Because not only would I be getting rid of a Mega Pokemon, I would also be getting rid of the Mega Alakazam in the back. Okay. Gengar's out of the picture. Although that does mean, though, that my opponent's probably going to be going for Mega Alakazam. Although at this point, I could probably just double into the Mega Alakazam. Although I think it's kind of obvious that I don't have... Did I disconnect? I'm the one that disconnected. What the heck? Okay. That's embarrassing. So my opponent just got a free win. You know, it's kind of insulting to lose like that, but what can you do? Sometimes the internet just goes. At least for me. Because my internet's an actual potato. Man, you hate to lose like that due to a connection loss. But really, what can you do with online competitions like this? There's not really anything you can do to reconnect to your opponent or anything, obviously. So, we're up against Ree. I'm assuming that's supposed to be pronounced Ree. Okay. So, with a team of Suicune, Jumpluff, Steelix, Crobat, Alolan Raichu, and Houndoom. Lopunny's a good lead, for sure. Naganadel as well, I suppose, if they run the Alolan Raichu. Well, actually, I like the idea for Alligator. Yeah, for Alligator, it kind of has a field day here. Then Naganadel and Toucannon. Well, no, he doesn't really have an Intimidate user, so I don't really need the Ice right away. If anything, I could lead with Lopunny and Naganadel set up there. Toucannon for Alligator in the back. I don't think my opponent's going to bring Houndoom, though, because there's not really anything on my team that's significantly weak to Fire-type moves. At all. In fact, I've got a Rain Setter on the team preview, so I don't think he's going to bother. Suicune and Raichu. Okay, I'm okay with this. With this, I'm pretty sure I can just, With this, I'm pretty sure I can just go for, Mega Fake Out onto the Raichu. For sure, outspeed. And, you know, I don't think I really need the Z move yet. So I can just probably just go for, if they have the Steelix in the back, now would be a good time to bring it in. I could probably just go for a Sludge Bomb into the Raichu slot, though. No swaps. Okay, that's good. I outspeed the Raichu on the Fake Out. Suicune's probably going to go for a Tailwind, though. So that's not good. Or could go for an easy Ice Beam. Yeah, okay, I did not need the Z move in that case. Thank the Lord. What's Suicune going for? Probably Tailwind. Hydro Pump. And Lopunny avoids it. Okay, cool with that. You'd like to see that, normally. I outspeed the Crobat. On both accounts. Do I really need the Z move? I think I could just go for a quick Nasty Plot. But what if he sets up the Tailwind? Let's go for a Thunder Punch into the Suicune and a Z move into the Crobat slot. Hopefully it won't have... Like, hopefully it will not have... Okay, hopefully it doesn't have Sash. Like, yes, I'm thinking about this after I selected the move. I was thinking of going for a Thunder Punch into the Crobat slot specifically because it might have Sash. Because, as far as I'm concerned, Crobats might always have Sash. I don't know anything about Crobat because I don't use it. I don't play against them often. Okay, no Sash. That's good. So no Tailwind, unless the Suicune decides to use it. Yeah, but Naganadel officially negates the possible Tailwind anyway. Ice Beam into Naganadel? I don't think that knocks out. Yep, that's close. But not quite. Then we have the Steelix. Alright. No matter what, I'm pretty sure I can just go for clean knockouts. Flamethrower into Steelix should do plenty. If not, High Jump Kick should do the rest. No matter what, I've got a Feraligatr in the back that should be able to take literally anything this Suicune has. And should outspeed the Steelix and get a knockout anyway. Yeah, I didn't really need the Nasty Plot here, so that's good. Suicune's probably going to go for the knockout on the Naganadel. There it is. Now I can just safely bring in Feraligatr and tank anything that this Suicune has to throw at me. Well, I'm pretty sure a High Jump Kick could get a knockout here anyway. Thankfully, Feraligatr does not get threatened by Suicune in the slightest, and I can just pick up the victory here. Let's go for a Crunch. Because I do not want to use anything that's not very effective against Suicune. Okay. If I start getting misses like that, then that's not certainly helping. Well, thankfully my opponent also missed. This should get a pretty close to knockout, yeah. No matter what, I just pretty much... Let's go for the safe Thunder Punch instead. Game would have ended already if I had used Thunder Punch. I'm kind of thinking of swapping out High Jump Kick in favor of Drain Punch, because Lopunny is tanky enough where it can take certain hits. So I don't know, maybe that's something to think about for the Hop to the Top series. Anyway, good game to my opponent. The matchup was kind of stacked against them, honestly. Like with the Naganadel Lopunny, I was able to easily get the knockout on that Raichu first turn, so that it was not able to get so that my opponent was not able to get a knockout on Naganadel, especially with the Ice Beam attempt just coming short of knocking out Naganadel. I don't think it's really because of the 4 EV investment that I put into Naganadel's speed, but I think that helped at least a little bit, obviously. Anyway, let's move on to our next opponent. So we are just blitzing our way right through this competition. All right, we have Balta from Spain. Yeah, okay. Who has the Lycanroc Dust form? Metagross, Tauros. Ooh. Then we have Como, Zapdos, and Zoroark. Okay. Lopunny's good lead here. As well as Naganadel. If he decides to bring in that Como, then I've got a good spot here. And we got Feraligatr and Toucannon. I don't have anything to protect against that Como Z move, so I need to focus on it this time. That is, Metagross and Como lead would not be good for me. Although, that being said, it's not the worst. Metagross and Zapdos, that's not bad. I think I'm going to expect the Metagross to go for a Z move or something. I think in certain cases, if Zapdos were to set up the Tailwind, though, that wouldn't be good. At the same time, yeah, okay, let's fake out the Metagross, and we'll go for a Z Draco into the Zapdos. Depending on what my opponent's Zapdos is stat-wise, Z Draco Meteor might knock out. So we get the flinch on the Metagross, which does, it's a Zoroark. Okay. I was worried for nothing. I kind of figured that was a bit too much in the way of damage against a Metagross of all things. Not to mention it was effective, not very effective. Z Draco Meteor has a chance of knocking out Zapdos here, depending on its build, and it knocks out. Okay. So that means next turn, depending on what my opponent brings in next, I can set up a nasty plot. And, honestly, I kind of want to knock out the Zoroark and swap out Lopunny in favor of Feraligatr, because that means I've got a plan for this. I'm going to swap out Lopunny in favor of Feraligatr. We're going to get a quick knockout onto the Zoroark here. Actually, I should have gone for broke and go for the Draco Meteor. Well, no, this should be able to knock out nonetheless. Okay, that is a Metagross. That is a Mega Gross. I'm thinking Metagross is probably going to go for a Zen Headbutt into Naganadel, which will knock it out. I don't care what you say about it. It is getting knocked out here. Yep. That would have been a serious misplay on my opponent's part if he had gone for a Zen Headbutt into the Lopunny slot, because that would have left Naganadel, I don't know, out in the open. Lopunny comes in for free here, which means I can use Fake Out into Metagross and set up a Dragon Dance. That being said, Como is a threat. However, it's not... You know, I kind of just want to go for the Ice Punch into the Como. I just want to double into the Como. I don't care. I've learned my lesson. Lopunny certainly outspeeds Como. Wait, but Feraligatr doesn't. Oh no. If he uses the Z move here, Did I just misplay? Oh no, he's Dragon Dance. Okay, I'm fine. I'm perfectly fine. This should knock out Como easily. Yeah. That being said, Toucannon has nothing to hit this Metagross with. Right. Okay. You know what? I'm going to go for a crunch. I think, yeah, might as well go for the stab. Metagross, pretty sure it knocks out Feraligatr with a Zen Headbutt. Or Meteor. What? Why would he go for the Toucannon? Maybe he wanted the chance at the attack boost. I should have gone for a Dragon Dance. No. Why did he go for the Toucannon there? If I live this next hit, I probably won't. A Zen Headbutt will probably get a clean knockout on me. But if he misses, there's also a chance of that. Oh my god! I feel bad. Oh my. I am so sorry, Bolton. I just won due to luck. I feel bad about that. I did do a serious misplay at the almost end there. I should have set up with Dragon Dance, I suppose. Because no matter what, if he had gone for a Zen Headbutt onto Feraligatr and hit, then, like, if he had gone for Feraligatr instead of the Toucannon, then I would have lost nonetheless, but I don't know, that was just a weird play on my opponent's part. You know, alternatively, I could have... Yeah, no, there was a... My opponent should have had that. Although, okay, really the Zen Headbutt miss kind of sealed it for them. There was nothing they could do. That's kind of what you get when you rely on Zen Headbutt and Meteor Mash. Like, it's like me with high jump kick. I just did some friendly battles with my friends yesterday, and I missed high jump kick like at least 3 times. Alright, Nidoking. 34. Nidoking? Is that supposed to be Nidoking? Is that name supposed to be a playoff? Does this guy just really like Nidoking? Alright. I like Lopunny and Feraligatr here. I don't like Toucannon here. I really don't like... This is a poison type... This is a mono-type poison team. This is mono-type poison. Alright. You know what? I actually kind of like Pelipper here. I don't know why, I just do... There was really no point in me putting Pelipper on this team. Can I just say, putting Chansey and Pelipper on this team was kind of a mistake? I mean, for Pelipper, the only thing on my team that benefits from rain is for Alligator. Muck and Naganadel, okay. I know for a fact that... Okay, I can pretty much just go for a fake out Dragon Dance here. Dragon Dance is pretty free. Yeah, unless my opponent expects the fake out and swaps out Naganadel. Which, again, I'm going to be getting up a Dragon Dance nonetheless. Muck can't really do anything to Feraligatr. Unless it uses a Z Gunk Shot, which would be a good read. My opponent does not swap out the Naganadel, though. Most Mucks just have some sort of healing item, like a berry. Feraligatr gets the free Dragon Dance. Ooh, knocked off the Life Orb. Okay. Well, that means I need to get off another Dragon Dance, or I... No, I should just go for the Waterfall in this case. Feraligatr doesn't outspeed anything except for the Muck here. And there's really no point in going for another Dragon Dance. That would just be greedy. Sheer Force should be enough of an attack boost to do plenty of damage. This is going to hurt. This is going to hurt him. I don't care if you have Eviolite. This is going to hurt. Oh, wow. I should have gone for the Dragon Dance, shouldn't I? Well, I think I can just double into the Golbat now. I'm pretty sure Feraligatr outspeeds Golbat. With a +1 speed, that should be fine. I mean, I know I'm adamant, but I have max investment in speed otherwise. Okay. Are you trying to get an acrobatics knockout on my Lopunny? Yep, Ice Punch knocks out Golbat. Ice Punch from Lopunny should be able to knock out Naganadel. That was a nice try, though. At the same time, though, acrobatics from a Golbat would not have been able to knock out my Lop. Well, that was a maybe, honestly. At this point, I just kind of want to go for an Ice Punch in Naganadel, and I'm going to be greedy and set up a Dragon Dance. Ice Punch is going to knock out Naganadel nonetheless. Naganadel used Protect. Okay. We're going to see... Are we going to see something into the Lopunny then? If not, then I'm okay. Free Dragon Dance. I was expecting something along the lines of Protect. Gong Shot onto the Feraligatr? Yeah, that should knock out. Yeah, my greed got the best of me there, but Naganadel will be knocked out next turn anyway. And let's bring in my own Naganadel. In which case, we will set up with our own Nasty Plot. Lopunny is just staring down this Naganadel right now anyway. We can just set up a free Nasty Plot. I'm gonna let my dog in because she's just scratching at the door. As expected, Naganadel gets knocked out. There's the Beast Boost. Bit too little, bit too late. Should have saved that. Whatever. I get the free Nasty Plot. Gong Shot is not going to knock out anything here. That's what I thought. That Muck is about to eat a Z move. And there's a Nidoking. I don't care how anyone pronounces Nidoking, by the way. My friend told me that apparently it's pronounced Nidoking. I think that's a lie. Anyway, this Muck is about to eat a Z Draco Meteor. I don't care if it protects. Something is getting hurt today. +2 Z Draco Meteor multiplied by 0.25. This should do I'm thinking around half. At least half. Like, Muck is bulky and all, but defenses are okay. Okay, around half. That's about what I expected. Okay. You know, that's actually a good play for my opponent. That should knock out Naganadel. Thing is, though, I should be able to knock out, I'm pretty sure Pelipper might outspeed Nidoking. I don't even know. Okay, if Nidoking outspeeds Pelipper, then I kind of lose here. In which case, doubling into the... not double... You know, I really should have doubled into the Nidoking. I don't know what I was thinking there. Whatever, I need to outspeed the Nidoking in order to win. I'm max speed investment. Absolute max speed investment. So if Pelipper doesn't outspeed here, then I had no chance. That's a Z move. That's a Z Electric. That's a Z Thunderbolt or a Z Thunder. You could have just used the okay. It was probably Z Thunder because he probably did the Z move to Make sure he doesn't miss. Wait, no, Thunder has 100% accuracy in Rain. Why did you go for the Z move? I am sashed anyway. There was no reason for him to go for the Z move. Whatever. I still kind of lose here because Nidoking outsped. Got rid of my sash. Nonetheless, I don't think I would have been able to... Yeah, no. Okay, bye. Yeah, I seriously misplayed there by not doubling into the Nidoking. Not knocking out the Nidokings. I should have expected the Earthquake. Yeah. Yeah, no. Not doubling into the Nidoking was a serious misplay on my part. It was by far the bigger threat. Whatever. What can I say? I got cocky. It's like... there's not much else I can say. I got overconfident and thought that my Naganadel would be okay against a Nidoking living for some reason. I think my main assumption was that Naganadel would be able to knock out the Muck. However, I didn't think about the fact that I knew Muck had Protect. Anyway, Delausax? Delausax? I don't know. Oh, okay. I see Murkrow. That's fun. Wobbuffet of all things? I'm pretty okay to just go for Lopunny. I want to say Lopunny for Alligator. And hang Naganadel in the back. I don't like Toucannon's kind of iffy here. Chansey would be good against the Gengar, Politoed, and Wobbuffet. Yeah, no, I'll bring Chansey. Especially since Chansey has Heal Pulse. Though that shouldn't really matter here. I'm leaning with Lopunny for Alligator to set up an early Dragon Dance. And I'm leaning Lopunny to counter against that. Probably going to be Ambipom lead. Because Ambipom is probably going to lead. Yep, there's the Gengar and Ambipom. I need to... I kind of need to go for... I need to get a Fake Out on the Ambipom. Otherwise, Fake Out is going to come towards me. Yeah, there's a distinct chance that Ambipom's going to try and Fake Out the Feraligatr. Okay, that's a Mega Gengar, so no Z moves here. I think a move into the Feraligatr slot might knock out Feraligatr. Who knows? I don't know. He might see Lopunny as a threat and go for that instead. Ambipom gets faked out. That's good. Yep. And there's the Parasong. But Gengar should go down here. I mean, a Sheer Forest Life Orb Crunch should be able to knock it out. There we go. That crit? Not sure if that mattered, honestly. Gengar is not physically bulky, so... I'm pretty okay to just swap Feraligatr out in favor of Naganadel. I think I could probably just leave Lopunny in. Okay, really depends on what my opponent brings in. Yeah, okay. I'm actually gonna do something that I might regret. Let's bring in Chansey. Let's use an Ice Punch on the Murkrow. Eviolite should let it survive, but I'm assuming Murkrow's gonna use Mean Look or something. Okay. Oh yeah, knock off the Life Orb. That's a good idea. Brave Bird into the Lopunny. Okay, I'm glad I swapped out Lopunny instead. It's gonna do plenty, but that Murkrow's going down. That's an offensive Murkrow, ain't it? Oh no, it's not going down. But that means that if it tries to go for Brave Bird again, it knocks itself out. So I can just go for a Soft Boiled, and let's Waterfall into the Ambipom slot. If Murkrow goes for Brave Bird, it knocks itself out. And it protects itself. That's fine. I get a free Soft Boiled, free Waterfall. Ambipom's not... Okay, Eviolite, that hurts. Waterfall into Ambipom, that's good. The Murkrow is not a threat to me anymore, because if it goes for anything relatively offensive, then it just knocks itself out. And my opponent's last Pokemon, I think I could just... Huh. Well, yeah, no, I'll just go for a Fire Blast into the Bisharp. I'll just double into it. And for good measure, actually, I'll just go for the Murkrow. Bisharp might go for Sucker Punch or something. I don't really plan on lowering its stats because it might have Defiant. I don't have any way to lower its stats anyway. Ooh, good move on my opponent's part. That's a Z move into the... Z Ghost. That's going into Feraligatr. Alright. I hope I accidentally get a burn. Naganadell's hanging in the back, so that's good against... That's good against both of these Pokemon, honestly. So that's... Oh, no, that was a Z Dark. What am I saying? It lives! It actually lives! That's unfortunate for my opponent. Burn. Oh. Oh, well, I get a free swap into either Lopunny or Naganadel. Oh, you know what? I'm actually going to fake out the Murkrow. Because a fake out on Murkrow should be able to knock it out. I'm pretty sure... yeah, no, Murkrow just used Roost. No matter what, I don't really want Murkrow to... you know, just for a safety measure, I'm going to use Heal Pulse on Lopunny. And let's fake out the Murkrow. Okay, Murkrow used Protect. That's pretty standard. Breath is probably going to attack into the Lopunny. It's a double Protect. Okay. Prevent the... Yeah, okay. I should have used Soft Boiled there, I suppose. But whatever. Hindsight is 20/20. I now know that both my opponent's Pokemon are using... that both my opponent's Pokemon have Protect. It's good to know for the future. Let's just High Jump kick the Murkrow and knock it out. Because it's probably going to go for Roost. No matter what, I have a Naganadel hanging in the back that should be able to take out Bisharp easily. Congrats, you're now just a Dark type. Hopefully this High Jump kick will hit. Okay, bye-bye Murkrow. Bye-bye Birdie. Alright. So if Bisharp knocks out either one of my Pokemon, then I'm pretty much set to go. That is a free switch into Naganadel, and that is game. Okay. For safety measures, I'm not going to use High Jump Kick. I'm just going to use regular moves. Because that thing's probably going to go for Protect. Because High Jump Kick. There's no reason why it shouldn't go for Protect. Yeah, that's what I thought. Should have gone for Nasty Plot, I suppose, but it doesn't really matter in this case. Yeah, you thought I was going to use High Jump Kick. You're funny. I have learned my lesson, young man. Yeah, okay. Just draw this game out a bit longer, why don't you? Flamethrower should be able to knock out. There we go. Good game to my opponent. It was a nice try with the... I do like the Murkrow set. I appreciate when people use Murkrow, not gonna lie. Murkrow is one of those prankster mons that are the most useful with its ability to use Tailwind and Haze, but it doesn't look like my opponent wanted to use Murkrow for that usage. I decided to let Feraligatr stay in on that Perish Song because I knew it wasn't exactly all that useful for the rest of the match. It got rid of the bigger threats, but after that, it wasn't going to be all that useful. So at that point, I was just gonna time out the Perish Song and get a free swap into one of my other Pokemon, because that was my best possible play, I like to think. And I feel at this point I'm starting to think a bit more like I actually know what I'm doing.